if you're fleeing, you're only going into the thick heart of the brushy area to assist in your evasion. So that's the first thing you're going to do once you get your go bag, is you're going to haul butt. This is where you do run till you actually hit the brush. Now once you've hit that brush, that's when you slow down, because that's where you need to start smelling and listening and looking and trying to use all your senses to gauge what's going on. Am I being pursued? And I need to be careful not to leave sign, which we will talk about later in another video. And I need to be careful, where am I going? Let me flip out my compass. Am I heading the right way? Use your evasion tactics to evade those dogs, freaking whatever it may be. Get the game plan right in your head. Okay, this is where I'm going. This is what I'm going to do. Execute. In any kind of evasion, there's two things you need to remember. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Alright? Move slow and quietly so that you can hear and smell and see everything. That doesn't mean crawl like some ninja through the woods. It just means walk smooth. Don't be tearing butt through the woods running. Because if you're running, you're not able to hear anything. The second thing I want you to remember is always have a plan. I need to go here to this location. That is my end goal. So your plan is not to run in the woods and to live forever in the brush. There's guys that have done it, yes, but the ultimate point is to eventually fight back and take back our country and take back our civilization and what we once had, right? This is where you need to realize I have to have a plan. I need to stick to this plan. So the information I'm going to give you, we're going to give you a list below in the text, in the article, about items that should be in a simple go bag. And we're talking about a simple little assault pack, nothing extravagant. Literally, it could be a book bag, because I don't want it to be heavy. It needs to be super light, and ultimately you're not going to stay in the brush very long. So when you're moving, you're going to take them right into the thicket of it. Look how thick this brush is behind me. A lot of thorns and mess. Yeah, nobody really wants to have to go through that crap. So if I can take off like a freaking wounded deer, that's what a wounded deer is going to do. They're going to take you to the thickest, hardest place for you to get to them. And that's where they're going to run. Well, that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to take them right into the heart of it, down in the thicket, and then you're just going to slowly move along. Now, that's great if you're living in a country, or you're living in an area that has this kind of a wooded environment, or even a desert, because you can take them out in the desert in the heat and just freaking drain them, especially if you've got caches along the way, which is what those are for, by the way. Put your caches along the way to help you. We'll even give you a list of what should be in a standard cache. And it's, guys, it's nothing serious. It's just a little 30-pound cache. I'll take a picture of it for you. We're going to include all that in this later. But what I want you to think of is that, what about an urban environment? So if you're trying to evade in an urban environment, the number one thing that's going to get you is your clothing. Think about it whenever you hear an Amber Alert. It's this person, they're this tall, they got this eye color, this hair color, and last seen wearing this. Right? So the first thing you want to do is try to change that up. If you don't have a hat, put a hat on. If you are wearing a hat, put on a different hat. Put on a wig if you have one. That's something you might want to think about keeping in your go bag, is like a wig. You need to change up your facial appearance if you can. Put on sunglasses. Little crap like that changes your facial features. Definitely change your shirt. That is the number one thing. Guys, don't be wearing don't put on, freaking tactical pants. Tactical pants stand out. Freaking blue jeans like what I'm wearing right now went in great. A little polo shirt like this. I've literally worn this exact attire, minus the logo, on numerous operations, conducting covert operations, and I've literally sat down with my target 2 feet away from me. They never knew the entire time that I was observing everything they were doing, and I was gathering intelligence on them. Because my attire did not scream anything out of, the norm. The same thing is what you want for when you're doing your evasions inside of a urban environment.